Okay. Hi everyone. Uh, so what I'm showing over here is something which I have recently seen. I was on Twitter and I saw an interesting tweet about cloud Cursor AI. Let me show you the tweet first. So the tweet basically says, um, let me show you. So this is Twitter. This is one of my Twitter handle, and over here, I I think I was on this guy's tweet, and then it's going in, checking out, and then I found, mm, I think it was over here. Yeah. So it was this particular page, and there was someone who was demoing about how an 8-year-old girl was able to create an app. So I wonder maybe let's try working, let's see if it works with my particular app and what I'm currently working on. So I'm working on a very basic app right now, which is for student management. And what it does is it very high level, it uh, has a login UI, so the user can log in, and then as soon as the user logs in, they can select courses, and then they can save it. So right now, I'm working on a feature where as soon as the person selects a particular course, it should run an API, and then it should then save everything. It should save each course in an API. Just to show you a little bit more how the complex situation is. There is a student schema. So I have a separate course model and I have a student model. And I have this course enrolled array, which is part of the student schema. Now, there are a couple of things which this is a very brand new feature which I'm introducing. So even I myself had to figure out a lot of things, and this was the time when I actually saw this Cursor AI. So if I was actually doing it, I would have to spend time figuring out what's where and how do I actually when I click on a particular course, how it would actually get into the array. Because there are multiple schemas, and then there is a particular database which has the courses, and then really what is happening is it is extracting the course from the database and storing into a particular student. And then the idea is when the student signs off or logs out, everything should be cleared out. So when the new student logs in, it should have the proceed to enroll as 0. So the currently it's not happening. Currently, I wouldn't say it's a bug because I haven't even built it yet. But essentially, what's happening right now is if I'm logging in as Elena, I can see 4. I click on 4 courses. When I sign out and when I sign in through a different user, it is still showing me 4 because obviously I have not integrated the whole API and database. That's expected. But ideally, if everything works well, then if I log in as Elena and I select 4 courses, it should show 4. When I log out and when I log in as John, it should say 0. If that happens, then I mean, if AI can do that, let's see. I think that's what essentially I was planning of doing it. So, where I am right now is I'm just about to install Cursor AI. Let me share the screen. All right. So over here, I am installing Cursor AI. Let's try installing this. Yes, what is this? Use extensions. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see if it actually shows up. Obviously, I have the free package. They have paid versions as well. Help improve cursor and privacy. Mm, yes, we can click OK. Sign up. Like sign up. No, skip for now. Okay. Just signing up using my Google account. Okay. Now sign up. Oh, interesting. So it is now, I'm on my VS Code. Okay. Oh, it looks, was it the VS Code or was it? Oh. So it looks like it creates its own VS Code instance with my existing VS Code. Really? Okay. Autocomplete prompt of questions chat with the code base. Okay. Okay, that's just telling us to do it so we can pass this milestone. But anyway, fetching data from TypeScript. That looks like it has my what is this? Okay, I guess it has. So my VS Code is open on my other screen, and this here what I see is maybe a mirror image of my VS Code, but maybe it's opening through what is this? It's opening, so it has its own, I guess, platform. Okay. Anyway, so now I'm gonna try testing this. So let's see how I can test it. Based on the demo, mm, so that's fine, correct? I'm on the postcard component and I need to add things over here. If you see over here, I was about to add this Access library and running the whole post API. So I'm gonna leave it over here and let me try to figure out how to run the prompt. So, okay, that's not it. I'm gonna go back to the Cursor AI. Let's see if I can find something over here. Cursor AI download the okay. Go see Cursor AI.
Hello, this is Cursor, the nicest and most powerful way to code with AI. Cursor comes with uniquely intelligent autocomplete capabilities. In addition to normal end-of-line predictions, Cursor can complete over multiple lines and can even suggest entire diffs. One of Cursor's core features is Command K, which lets you write code in plain English. For instance, we can add a new state variable to this Markdown streamer by just asking the AI to do it. You can easily correct and extend the AI's implementation by just asking a follow-up. When you have a question for the AI, the chat is just one keystroke away. You can ask about particular code selections, easily reference files or documentation, or have the AI scan the entire code base. Cursor is designed to be approachable and also very deep. There's tons more to discover as you use the tool, like image support, terminal Command K, and applying changes from the chat. Cursor is available for download now. It's early days, but we really like the tool and think you will too.
Okay, I guess control K. I'm gonna go back to my main screen. Alright, so control K and undo instructions, control to the bottom. Right first the window. Features, cursor settings, type, view, I guess. Mm, Okay, let's try this control K thing. Uh, okay, I want to now, so I'll do step by step, okay? I don't want to, blast it with the entire feature, but I would do just the way I would do it. So I would say first thing I would try to create a feature where I want to implement the option of adding or saving the course into the database. Okay, so let's say no, I want to create a function which enables me to save the course in the database when we click on when actually I would say when the user clicks on the course. So another create function enables me to save the course in the database when the user clicks on a particular course. It should run an API and post the data when the I think we should let it decide what it does. Okay, let's do it. I think so it does it over here. Okay, let's undo this. It's not what I want. Let's close this for a second and let's undo this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So okay, I don't want it over here. I want it across the entire code base. So what do control L to check one point. Perfect. Alright, so this is I guess what I wanted to see. Interesting. So here I have the course card component. So is it only meant for this? Okay. So which means one thing I'm noticing is this we need to make sure that we are looking at the right component. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a way it actually scans all the components, but so far it looks like we have to decide which component it should look at. Is there a way I can see tell it to scan all the components open in chat and all? All right. Anyway, let's try again. Okay. So we say I want to add a function which enables the user to have the course they select. They select um, to their database. I also want to make sure we wait for 3 seconds. Wait for 3 seconds before it stores the data in the API. So this specific statement, what it does is it essentially tries to take care or handles the situation where I'm clicking on a particular course and I change my mind. So it waits for 3 seconds. So if you change your mind within 3 seconds, then it won't even run the API. But after that, it will run the API and it will store the data in the API. And of course, if I unselect it, it should technically remove it back. Let's see what it does. Totally, I'll add a function store selected courses in database, implement a 3 second delay before making the API. Okay, where is it doing it? Here's explanation. Interesting. So see, it is actually picking up the storing courses. We have implemented a storing course function which takes the course object as an argument. Okay, good. So if it does this, apply. All right. Now, see, the thing is, it has done this thing. But let's have a look if it actually, you know, let's save this. And let's try running up. Okay, let's just say, just for our testing purposes, we'll say for our testing purpose, can you also add some console.log? Wow. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's just apply this. All right. So far, let's see. I mean, looks okay. Um, cool. So let's save this. Now I'm gonna open up my app again. Is it actually implemented? Let's see. How do we go on this? Let's know what. Let me just copy this, and I'm gonna put it back into my existing Visual Studio. Here, okay. Oh, wow! It is actually doing it over here as well. Okay, that's automatically copying it over here. All right. So then, let's see. So now, if I click on this, interesting. So, okay, sending the post. Okay, so let's try to add this then. Let's go back to this and let's go to our routes. Okay, in our routes, in our courses, let's start to chat with this guy now. So now I'm in my course routes, course component for the routes. What if I say, can you add the route for the new API you have created here and make sure it is connected to the MongoDB Yeah. What does it say? Certainly, are a new routes stored in the courses? Yep. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's have a look at this. So I'm gonna apply this. Okay, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. All right, let's apply this. Okay. So it is there over here. Now, if I go back to my VS Code, let's have a look at this route. Okay, it's showing up. Now, let's save this. Okay. Um, let's try to run our application now. Let's try to select. I'm going to clear up the log and let's try to select this one. Okay. Okay, some errors over here. What is it? Not open. Okay, all right. Maybe okay. Let's try logging out. Let's try then. Maybe that's why it's not sure. It's not correctly doing it. So let's clear all the logs, and I'm gonna sign up again. Okay. That and then we have this one here. Now let's log in. Okay. So far so good. And then I'm gonna clear out everything, and then let's see what happens when I click on this. It's not giving me a no token authorization is denied. Mm, let's do this. Just for testing purposes, I'm gonna actually remove the authentication. So we can go back over here. So you can go back to our VS Code. And I'm gonna go back and remove that authentication from this guy. So we'll see if there's a clear authentication everywhere. Yep. So we'll remove this, okay? No authentication for now. Okay, let's just save this. And let's see. Maybe let's sign out, sign in again. So I'm here. Now open up my environment component, there are the credentials. There is my password, log in. Okay, now we'll try clicking on this again. Was already exist in database. Interesting. In database. Huh. So why is it doing that? Don't already everything that not sure, to be honest. See, I think this is the thing which is the issue right now, which I've been experiencing before as well. The problem is it does start helping us out, but now things like this, obviously, it's much easier to rectify now that we have majority of the work done by AI. But think about it when this is, I would say, a moderate level of complexity over here. But when we are building a lot of complex features, when right now it gave me an error, I would say in a very initial stage. So it's easier for me to go back to the existing code which AI has created and then try fixing it. But think about, if I've been relying on AI for adding multiple, I would say, milestones or steps, and then after a certain point, uh, the code which was produced by AI, right? It's not been giving us the right answer. So it'll become very tricky for us to go back and figure out what the heck AI actually has done, right? Because then right now I have to go back and look at the code base of what AI has created and what is going on. It might be easy for me because there's not much AI has done so far. But if, let's say, I was able to actually successfully connect everything so far, then I keep on adding up, and then there will be a point in time where AI's code is not working as expected, and it'll be so difficult for me to figure out what exactly was wrong, right? Because I was not the one who built the AI, so I have to go back, and then I would spend a couple of hours first trying to give the right prompt and figuring out, and when I lose hope, I would actually go back in the code base and try reading and understanding what exactly was going on. So I think it is a good start, but I don't know. Maybe if I wanted to do it again, I might have done it by myself, to be honest. That's definitely it's more like someone is building for you, and then once you are stuck, you don't know what's going on because you are not the one who built it. So yeah, it might take a little bit longer for you to build, but then everybody knows, you get stuck when you're building apps, right? You get stuck. There are things which are not working as expected. And if that's the case, then it becomes very difficult for us to then troubleshoot something which was not built by you. So that's my thought. I would be very curious to know what are your thoughts on this. Thank you.